I'm so excited to have you back on this channel. My name is Bolaji and this is Regi School of Fashion. In one of my previous videos, I shared with you guys how to draft a 6 pieces, 8 pieces and 16 pieces skirt. If you are yet to watch that video, kindly check the description area below for the link to the tutorial. So in today's video, I will be showing you how to sew a 8 pieces dress with lining. Guys, kindly support my channel by constantly watching ads on my videos. Please don't skip ads because that is the only way I get paid for my hard work here on YouTube. With that being said, let's dive into the video. In making a 8 pieces dress, this can be done in 2 ways. The first way is by cutting the lower part separately and the upper part separately, then later joined the two together. While the second way is by drafting the upper part and the lower part together as a single piece. So in this tutorial, I will be focusing on 8 pieces skirt with the lower and the upper part being cut separately. That is, I will be having the lower part separately and the upper part separately. Then later I will join the two together with lining. Definitely in my future video, I will be showing you how to make a 8 pieces dress as a single piece. So guys, here I have the lower part cut out. That is the skirt part of the dress. So I will start with the skirt part of the dress. I don't want to take the two together so that you don't get confused. And because this is 8 pieces dress, I have 8 pieces of skirts cut here. That is 4 pieces for the front and 4 pieces for the back. I want to implore you to watch the drafting part of this tutorial if you haven't, so that you will catch up with me at every point of this tutorial. So here I have 8 pieces cut out, 4 pieces for the front and 4 pieces for the back. Okay, so the piece I have here is for the front. You can see this is smaller than this. 2 pieces for the center and 2 pieces for the side. So these 2 pieces is for the center front, while these 2 pieces is for the side front. Here as well, I have 2 pieces for the center back and 2 pieces for the side back. Then for the 2 pieces I have for the center back, I added extra 1 inch for the zipper allowance. And because this is a dress, the zipper is going to be at the back. Also, you can make use of this method if you are making only skirts. That is, pieces skirts can be 8 pieces, 6 pieces or 16 pieces skirts. So I have this at the center back and I added 1 inch at the center back. But if you are making a skirt, you don't need to add up to 1 inch at the center back, just half of an inch. So which means the 1 inch you have by the side will be for the zipper. If you are making a skirt, it is advisable you place your zipper by the side. So after cutting out the fabrics, then I cut out the lining. Here are my lining. I cut out this the exact way I cut out my fabric, but the lining stops on the knee level, so the lining will not get to the hemline because of the flare. So this is for the center front and this is for the side. 2 pieces for the side and 2 pieces for the center front. Also, I have this for the back. 2 pieces for the back, the center back, and 2 pieces for the side back. Now I will be going into the construction fully. Okay, in constructing a 8 pieces skirt, I will be doing this one after the other. So I will be constructing the front panel first, Then I will later move to the back panel, and you can choose anyone to go first. It can be the back or the front. This has nothing to do with the construction. After cutting out your fabrics, make sure you place notches at the appropriate places. Okay, look at this side. I have a notch here which indicates the dart point. If you are looking at my center front, what I have here and what I have here are almost the same. Can you see what I have here? So I place a notch at this side. So this side is the center of my front, and this is going to be the dart area. So the notches will help me to indicate this, so I will not misplace the dart line for the center line. Also, I place notches on the knee level. This is very important, so that when I'm constructing all the pieces together, I will make sure the notches matches properly, which will help in bringing out the beauty of the star. So please make sure you place notches before separating your pattern from your fabrics. So now I will be working on the center front. Firstly, I will join the center front together. I have my seam allowance added on the center front, which is 1/2 inch. So I have 1/2 inch here and I have 1/2 inch here. So now I will be placing my center front right side facing the right side, like so. Then I will match my notches first. This is very important. So this is a notch here. I will pin that point together. Then I will go to the next notch. Okay, then I will pin the lower part together. So with this, I can pin the remaining part of my fabrics, then mark my seam allowance, and I will be stitching with 1/2 inch seam allowance from the waistline, following the shape I have of my fabrics downwards to the hemline. So guys, now I have this stitched. As you can see, this is the waistline. I stitch from the waistline downwards to the hemline. Okay, so now I will open up the front like so. This is the center of the front. So you can see what I have on the right side. So the next step is to join the sides together with the center. So I have 2 panels for the side. So I will pick one of the panels, then place it on the side that matches each other. So this is the side and this is the dart line. On the side panel, I have the part that will fall by the side of the dress, and I have the part that will be attached to the center front. So this is the part I cut out the dart, and this is the side. This curved side is the side of the dress, so which means I will be stitching this together with the front panel. So this is the side, this is the dart side. So this matches this, and I will be placing the notch points first. I will be matching up the notch point first. So this is the hip level. I will pin the points. Then I will pin the waistline together as well. Then I'll come to the knee level and pin the knee level together. You can see the notches I have on that point. Then I will pin the hemline together. Okay, after which I will go ahead and pin the remaining parts of the pieces together. Then I will be stitching with 1/2 inch seam allowance from the waistline downwards to the hemline. Then I will be repeating the same process on the second piece. I will place this right side facing the right side. So I will match up the notches I have on the waistline on the hip line, on the knee level, then on the hemline. So now I will take this to my sewing machine and I will be stitching with 1/2 inch of seam allowance from the waist to the hemline on this panel and on the other panel. So guys, now I have the sides stitched together. Okay, here is the first piece and this is the second piece. So now I have my front panels completely joined together. So you can see the shape I have. So this is the first two center piece and this is the side, one side and the other side. Okay, so now the next step is to work on the waistline. As you can see, the waistline is on a straight line and the front panel waistline is not meant to be on the straight line because of the stomach area. So I will be shaping this and I'll be showing you how to achieve it. So I'll fold this into half like so. So here is the center front. So on the center front, I will measure 1/2 inch downward. Please note this, 1/2 inch is for someone with a round stomach. But if you are making your dress for someone with flat stomach, you will be making use of 1/4 inch. That is 0.25. So you will not use up to 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch for round stomach, then 1/4 inch for flat stomach. So now I will be connecting the 1/2 inch point to the side of my fabrics, which is here, and I will be making use of my very firm curve ruler. And the positioning goes thus: the straight side is going to be at the side of the dress, while the curvy side is going to be at the center front, and the curved side, you can see the curvy side is facing towards the lower part of the dress. Then I will shape it like so. So with this, there will be braiding space for the stomach. So now I will be cutting these on the line I drew out. So guys, now I've trimmed off what I drew out, so which means the waistline has been shaped. So I will open up my front panel like so, and I will take this to my sewing machine, then relock the stitches I have at the edges. So purposely, because I've cut on the line, you can see what I have here. So I will take this to my sewing machine and I will relock all these points. So after which I will take it to my ironing board, then open up my seam allowances. All the seam allowance I have on the front panel, I will open them up and I will give it a press. So guys, now I have all this done. I've overlocked the edges of my waist area, then I open up the seam allowances, I give it a press. So this is what I have on the wrong side and this is what I have on the right side. So with this, the front panel of our dress is ready. Can you see what I have? So this is the skirt part. So the front panel of the skirt part is ready. So I will put this aside and I will work on the back panel. So guys, now I will be working on the back panel. Okay, so this is the center back. On the center back panels, I have two sides. Okay, so this side is the dart side. So that's the side I just marked. So this is where I cut out the dart. Then this side is where the zipper will be fixed. So I will be stitching on the zipper side and I'll be making use of 1 inch of seam allowance because I added 1 inch as my zipper allowance. So I will close this permanently from the waistline downward to the hemline. So when it is time to fix the zipper, then I will rip off the seam. So I'll be marking my seam allowance of 1 inch. Then I will place my notches to match each other. So that is the knee on the hip level as well. I have this. So now I will take this to my sewing machine and I will be stitching from the waistline downwards to the hemline with 1 inch of seam allowance. Now I have the center back stitched together, and this is what I have. So on the right side I have this. Can you see what I have? So now I will be joining the sides together with the center, just as I did on the front panel. Okay, this side together with this, and this side together with this, right side facing each other, and I'll be stitching with 1/2 inch of seam allowance. So now I have the sides stitched together with the center back, and this is what I have after stitching. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. Okay, so now I will be taking this to my ironing board and I will open up the seam allowances and give it a press, after which I will join all the lining pieces together just the way I joined the main fabrics together. Now I'm done with the ironing of the seam allowances I have on the back panel. So you can see what I have. I've opened up my seam allowances, and this is what I have on the right side. Also, I've constructed the lining as well. So you can see I've joined all the pieces together. So I have the back panel and I have the front panel. So now the next step is to shape the knee area. So in shaping the knee area, I will place my front panel on the back panel, right side facing each other, like so. Then I will align the notches properly. Now I have everything aligned, as you can see. So here is my knee area on this side, then on the other side this is the knee area. So now I'll be shaping the knee area. So what I'll be doing is, on the knee area I will measure 1/2 inch forward. So the essence of shaping the knee area is to bring out the shape of fishtail. So the knee area will be narrow, which will help the beauty of the flare to come out properly. So now here is the 1/2 inch point. Then I will be connecting this to the hemline. Okay, then I will take this and connect it to the hip area. Like so. Can you see what I have for the shape? So now I will be trimming off the marked points. So I will hold the two pieces together like so, and I will trim it off. So can you see the effect of the shaping? So this shape is different from what I have there before. Okay guys, now I have this done. Then I will be applying the same process on the other side of my skirt. So this is the knee point. I will insert my 1/2 inch and I will reshape this to the hemline and to the hip area. So guys, now I have both sides of the knee area shaped, as you can see. So the shaping has a lot of effect on the dress. You can see what I have. Can you see this? So that is the effect of shaping the knee area. So now I will be applying the same process on the lining. So this is what I have for the lining. The lining stopped exactly on the knee level. So I will be shaping the knee level on the lining as well. Okay guys, that will be all for now on this tutorial. So far we have the front and the back pieces joined together on both fabrics and lining. We have the front waist shaped, and we shape the knee area on both the front and the back panels. And in case you haven't seen the drafting part of this tutorial, kindly check the description area below for the link to the video. Thank you, and see you in the second part of this video. But till then, always do remember, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.